This is my version of Drake's Island, also formerly known as, I think, St Nicholas Island, which is just off the coast of Plymouth in Plymouth Sound. Somewhere I've never actually been. It's only relatively recently reopened to the public. I was a bit disappointed at first when I saw the shape, because I thought that doesn't look very island-like. I don't know what I thought an island looked like, to be honest. But it is very raggedy. However, it does not look like a bull. So apparently it was limestone, and then there was volcanic action like 300 million years ago. A chapel was noted on the island in 1135, so it was probably there earlier, but that was the first record of it. And it's been used at various times for strategic defence. There are rumours of tunnels to the mainland, possibly linked with this idea of smuggling. Francis Drake was made governor of the island in 1583. Obviously I wasn't around then, but it seems odd seeing as it's such a small place, so I understand that it had defensive uses. It actually looks a bit like a triceratops. And then there's bits and bobs in the sea as usual. So you can see here, it looks a bit bull-like / triceratops. There's a person sort of riding on the back of something about halfway along. I think that's a seal with a bow tie above its head, which is reminding me of Buster's hand in Arrested Development. I'm guessing this being to the right of it is the equivalent of a wave lapping against the rocks. A smaller being coming out of the hand and then a bigger person. So to the left of the people that we saw earlier, there's like 3 mermaidy type figures. They're also like lizardy, all looking up to this tall guy with a funny headdress. He looks a bit like he's riding on the back of a creature. On his back is like an orange helmet with like a spear coming out the top. And kind of beneath that is, I want to say, like a bit like a rat type thing, holding what looks a bit like a spear. The spear is way too big for that rat's body. And then there's a sea person with horns, which looks a bit like he's looking away. You could say there's probably a lot of seaweed there. Bird in the body, bottom left, and then possibly looks like a face, bottom right, inside it as well. Sort of right in the middle, there's this big bird, I guess, its wings outstretched. So this image makes me more intrigued about that chapel, about what or who was being worshipped there. And actually, I've just seen about halfway down, there is a green face. Actually, what that guy with the headdress is looking down at. Hopefully in the summer I'll get to visit it finally and uncover it all. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.